Oh, this is gonna be really bad. Oof, Jesus. It's 105 kilos. But that's including holding a camera, wearing a hoodie, and sweatpants. So, realistically, maybe 104. Okay guys, so as you can tell by that poorly edited video, I was actually in Texas for a couple days with my family. So I kind of just made the video because I wanted to practice playing with the camera a little more and messing around in Premiere. So that's why I made that video. I'm not doing any kind of edits like that. I kind of just wanted to play around with it and kind of bring it out to the public and see, you know, if I can get any critiques on anything like that. So, but the topic of today's video is going to be setting goals. And this is kind of in conjunction with the new year. Everyone likes to set new goals to kind of work towards and try and hit by 2020. So that's going to be the topic of the video. But before we get into that, I'm going to just do a commentary over my first workout back from vacation. And this workout is actually 10 days before my meet. So that workout was on Monday. Today is Thursday that I'm filming this. And my meet is next Saturday. So just wanted to give you guys a little bit of update. So I'm gonna get into the commentary and we can watch this session then. Okay, so as you can see listed on the screen is my session. So the workout was pretty much just snatch singles, some snatch high pulls, find a jerk double max, and back squat 4 sets of 3. So here I'm showing you guys a little bit of my warm-up, what I like to do before I get into my session. I always do snatch warm-ups because I always snatch first. That's generally 90% of how my training days go. So yeah, I'm just showing you guys a little bit of my warm-ups, and then I go into my singles in the video. So I had 8 singles ranging from like 80 to 91%. And the thing is, with me, it's very hard to tell whether or not I will actually perform well coming back from vacation, because it's really hit or miss for me. There are some times where, you know, I feel like I need the rest, and I feel like, you know, my body will be a lot better when I come back, but then I come back, and then my body just doesn't know how to lift. And I know that's just temporary, but like, you know, the first day back is always a mystery to me. Like, am I going to do really well because I rested, or am I going to do really bad because I haven't lifted anymore? So, yeah. If you watched the whole edit the way through, you did see that I got a lift in at Alphalete. I always like to take a visit there because my brother actually lives like 5 minutes away. So I watched Tristan's videos and, you know, been following his YouTube channel for a while. So it's always nice to take a visit there. I didn't really get that good of a session there, probably just because I was on like vacation mode and I wasn't really focused on, you know, training. So just hit some light work when I was there. So there you just saw, that was my heaviest single, 105 kilos, which is not that far off my max. It's about 90%. I hope to do a lot more at the meet, hopefully like around the 118, 119, 120 area. So yeah, but being able to go 8 singles, up 80 to 90%, no misses, that's great for me. So moving on, I had 4 sets of these pulls, and these pulls are, you know, they're not standard deadlifts. As you can see, I'm like, you know, weightlifters do a lot of pulls and like extensions at the hip because we're mimicking the movement that we do. So like ideally you would want to pull the way that you snatch. So, you know, it's kind of just reinforcing that movement, the first movement of the snatch. So here we're moving on to the jerk doubles. I'm going to be honest, I absolutely hate jerking off blocks. I'd rather jerk off the rack, but since we had to do a double, I didn't want to re-rack something super heavy. The reason why I don't like the blocks is that initial liftoff actually like throws me like off. It feels like it's a lot heavier than it is. And I'm like kind of tall, so the blocks were not the ideal height for me. I still managed to hit a PR, which is great, but if there was like, you know, more ideal blocks, or, you know, I was able to do like a jerk single, like a 1 rep max instead of a 2 rep max, I can just do it from the rack without having to re-rack it then. So here I go up to 275, and then I jump up to 295, and then I kind of take another 20-pound jump, which would be from 295 to 315, and I'm able to hit that for a double. And my new 1 rep max in the jerk, which is awesome for me because I can usually jerk a lot better after a clean. As like weird as it sounds, like I'm a lot better. I don't know why, like I think mentally I'm just a lot better at doing the jerk after a clean. So being able to hit 150 from the blocks, which I know I'm better at, is kind of a good sign. It's not necessarily mean that I will be able to clean jerk 150, but, you know, it's kind of puts us in the right direction. So yeah, so this is 315. That first one was pretty easy. And the second one is actually like super sketch. It felt a lot worse than it looks. So I just let you guys watch it. For some reason, my overhead stability when I go from jerks, or when I do jerks off blocks, are just a shit show. I don't know why it's like that. I think it's all mental. It's only kind of like the only excuse. I don't see why it would be physical. But here I do a 150 kilo jerk, which is 330 pounds. The lockout was a little questionable, but you know, my coach said it was a good lift, so I'll take that. And I go for a double because that is what I'm programmed to do on this day. And it kind of just fell a little short. So, new jerk max 150. I think I could hit maybe 155 if I, if I went from the rack, it'd probably be a little bit easier for me, but 150 I'll take. That matches my best clean, so hopefully I can clean and jerk that relatively soon, hopefully at the end. So I ended the day with some squats, hit 340 for a triple as my last set, and as you can probably tell, squats are an accessory movement, whereas to a power lifter, it's one of the main compound movements that you compete in. But for us, it's merely just to get leg strength up so we can get our snatch and clean and jerk at a higher weight. So yeah, that's the workout, guys. So I'm gonna go on to talk about my goals for 2019 then. Okay guys, so let's talk about goals for 2019. So the purpose of goal setting for me is to kind of have a tangible, full-on, like a precise amount that I can measure. So let's just say for some people, want to get a six-pack by summer, or I want to deadlift 500 pounds by summer, or anything like that. I think it's a good idea to have a tangible goal in mind. I don't think you should overshoot it too much. I would say do something that's challenging, but is realistic. Like, don't say, like, if you have a 315 clean and jerk, don't think you can clean and jerk 405 pounds by, the end of the year. Because adding that much on your total or adding that much on, that much weight on, a movement takes years. It takes a long time. And I don't think you should try and do something like that because it's going to demotivate you if you don't even get anywhere close. So my best clean and jerk right now is 320 pounds, and I hit that a little bit before the new year. So 320 pounds, that's 145 kilos. Now, I would like to hit a 160 kilo clean and jerk. So in pounds, that is 352 pounds. I definitely think it's doable. I've cleaned 150. I can pretty much clean and jerk it. I just haven't done it yet, but we'll see if I can or not. I've cleaned from blocks 155 kilos, which is 340 pounds. So I don't think a 160 clean and jerk is that unrealistic. I think it's definitely doable. I have separate goals that I want to do for myself after nationals, but nationals is the main goal right now. So we're going to focus on that. So yeah, so 160 kilo clean and jerk. Snatch, I'm at 116 kilos. I took a good couple attempts at 118 and 120, but I think I'll be able to hit 120 relatively soon. I would like to snatch 130. That's being a little bit ambitious. I would say a more possible goal is 125. So at nationals, which is 7 weeks away, I hope to clean and jerk 155 and snatch probably 120. So 120, 155, and then for the year, not just nationals, but for the year, clean and jerk 160, snatch 125. So I think those are pretty realistic goals, or they're reaching, but you gotta give yourself something to reach for, or else if you just set a goal I want to PR my snatch and clean and jerk by 5 kilos, it's not really not that impressive. So the thing is, if you hit your goals early, you can always set new goals. So if I'm able to do that by the end of summer, cool, I'll be from summer until Christmas or the end of the year, I want to clean and jerk 365, which is 166 kilos, because that'd be sick. So yeah, set goals, set something a good reminder of what you want to do, something tangible. The thing is, with some people, I just want to get better at weightlifting, I want to get better technically. That stuff's gonna come, but it's not really measurable, and it'll kind of keep you off track. If 3 months in and you set a goal for 6 months and you're 3 months in and you're not that much closer to the goal, that means you're either not working hard enough or you're lacking something. You're neglecting something that needs to be addressed, and it'll kind of put your ass into gears and be hey, you remember the goal you set, you have to kind of, you know, commit to that. So those are my snatch to clean and jerk goals. Squats, my best back squat is 184, which is 405 pounds. I would like to squat 200 kilos relatively soon, so I'm not going to say that's a goal. 500 is a little bit ambitious, so I'm going to go with like 210 kilos, which is 463 pounds. So like 463, 465, whatever. So that's 60 pounds I would like to put on. So that's a little ambitious. Front squat, I'd hit 365. I want to front squat 4 plates because that'd be freaking sick. Like front squatting 4 plates would be so awesome. I don't know where I'm at. I haven't maxed my squats in a bit. Like it's been like a couple months. So deadlift, I would like to hit a 500-pound deadlift. I can barely do 405 because like my back's always tired. But I think like if I was fresh and like I practiced the deadlift more, I could hit like 430 right now. So yeah, 500 would be cool. I'm not gonna say I'm like shifting gears and dropping weightlifting, but I want to focus a lot more on my strength because that is like my main limiting factor as of right now. My technique is pretty good in my opinion, and my coach thinks so too. So strength work is going to be a big thing. So, and for me as of right now, like, my coach disagrees and he doesn't think it's a good idea, but like I've been talking about like I want to lean down. I really want to like have abs for once in my life. I've never had abs before. So right now I compete at the 102 class, which is 225, and I'm walking around right now at like 226, 228. I just got back from vacation, so like 104 kilos. So I would like to drop down like to honestly 2 weight classes. So 96, which is 211 pounds. I think I could do that, you know, within like a month or two. Like if I took like diet and macros like as hard as I could, I'll do it. So I'll go down to 96. So next weight class down is 89 kilos. That's actually 196 pounds, which is I haven't been under 200 pounds in like since middle school. So I would like to hit, I just want to be sub 200. I just want to see what I look like. Like I don't really like, I've never seen myself in that kind of way. I've always been like a bigger guy. I kind of just lack the discipline to like diet. I kind of like enjoy life too much, and like I don't have a good balance just yet. Like I have a lot of fun in my life, but I really want to like struggle for like 3 or 4 months because I think I can do it in 3 to 4 months if I just commit to it. But that's just it. I just have commitment issues, I guess. Those are my goals. So I'm gonna just recap: squat 210 kilos, front squat 184 kilos, deadlift 500 pounds, snatch 125 kilos, clean and jerk 160. You're hearing it first. This is January 17th? Yes, January 17th. Those are my goals. And I'm going to come back to this video, you know, next January and see where I went. And if I, you know, I'm going to try and do my best to keep on those goals, but, you know, I'm not going to like discourage myself. I work really hard at trying to balance this whole life thing. So yeah, those are my goals for 2019. Please feel free to comment your goals underneath and, you know, try your best to stick with it. Don't set it super unrealistic that you're going to get discouraged if you don't get anywhere close, but set it hard enough that, you know, you have something to work towards and, you know, not something that you can do next week. So that is going to wrap up the video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. My meet's next week. You'll see my video. You see that video, and then I'm trying to think of like more videos to kind of entertain the YouTube with. So hope you guys enjoyed it, and see you in the next one.